Hey everybody, holy smokes do I have a lot going on in the kitchen today. I am going to show you so much stuff, but I have some yummy stuff that's taken place. I am making some quick cooker refried beans. They are so good. I have some fresh salsa going in my blender. I have some chicken that I'm going to bake in my rectangular baker. Normally I would do it in my quick cooker, but that's going to be tied up. So I'm gonna bake some chicken for some smothered chicken burritos. So yummy. But let's get started. I wanna show you a few things. So one thing we have not talked about yet is the smooth edge can opener. This thing is phenomenal. You're gonna place it on your can like this, turn, and then it has this handy dandy little tool gripper that grips the lid of the can. The can is nice and smooth edges so you don't cut yourself. It's phenomenal. Love this little tool, and it will last you forever. I used to buy those inexpensive ones at the store and I'd have to replace them every 6 months. Get yourself this, you'll thank me later. Next, I've got my quick cooker on the sear feature, and I'm going to break out this other little tool, the food chopper. Watch this thing. As you chop, you use the plunger, it rotates on its own. So it makes chopping really easy. I'm gonna grab one of my knives here. So all we're gonna do is throw some stuff in there. We'll plunge away. And then we're gonna do the next thing. Whoops. Look how quick. So you can dice or chop as fine or not as fine as you want. The more you plunge, the finer the dice. And it's a great stress relief, I'm telling you, and the kids love it too. It lets them get into the kitchen and help. All right, so now that we've got that done, that's all I needed that for. We're gonna go ahead and transfer the onion and jalapeno over to, you hear that sear? Over to my quick cooker. Another handy little tool that I'm using. Check out the teak wooden corner spoon. I love this because of the angle of that. It gets right into the corners. It's probably my favorite spoon that I use. And the teak wood is just so pretty. All right, so we've got that over in there. We're gonna let that start sauteing up a little bit. That's what's nice about the quick cooker is you can saute things. Like if you're making a beef stew, you can saute your beef first to get that nice brown sear on the meat to get that extra flavor layer, and then just throw all your other ingredients in, dump it in, start it, and you have one pot. So it's fantastic. Next thing, I'm sure we've talked about this before, but the garlic press. I love this thing. It is definitely in my top 3 of most used items. So all we do is place a whole clove of garlic in there, and then you just squeeze and it comes right out. So we're gonna do a few cloves. I'll probably do, these were a little on the smaller side, so I'm gonna do 3, maybe 4. That's it. And then this handy little tool that comes in it works great. And you can also use it, most of the time the peel will come out on the head of that compressor, but these were not that great, I guess, not that big. All right, that's it for that. So once this sears up a little bit, I'm gonna keep stirring this. We'll add in the garlic about, I don't know, 30 seconds to a minute before that's done, before I add the rest of my ingredients. Let me take you over. So there are, if you can see through the steam, my onions and jalapenos going. Let me take you over here and show you, just set up my blender. This is the deluxe cooking blender. This thing is phenomenal. It will cook soups, so you can put, it's like squash, uncooked squash in there, and it will cook it from raw and then blend and make a soup for you. It cleans itself. It's got a heated clean. You can make alternative milk like almond milk. What else? Heated purees. You can make homemade jam in here. And that is a patent pending feature that Pampered Chef has. Makes the best smoothies ever. So smooth, no ice chunks. It's got grind. I use it to grind my coffee beans. This thing does it all. This is a phenomenal machine. So I have all my ingredients in here, except for one thing. I'm gonna add some plum tomatoes. This little strainer is a handy little thing. I use it a lot for corn or beans, when I do make my homemade salsa. So that's a nice little strainer. While I'm talking strainers, I just want to mention this one as well. This is like a can topper strainer. Pretty cool. I've just got a small can of diced mild green chilies here, but it will fit over a regular size can. So like for corn or beans, you can actually use that as well. It's a handy little tool. All right, so let's get this going because I need this to top my chicken with as well. So I'm gonna just turn it on and I'm gonna use the pulse feature. I'm gonna pulse this probably, I don't know, 10 or 11 times. And what's nice is it's got the vented top. Okay, that's good. I've got fresh salsa now. I'm gonna take, I don't wanna burn my stuff over here. I'm gonna take about a half a cup of this. Got about a half a cup, and I'm gonna add it onto my chicken that I've got some fire roasted diced tomatoes. I'm gonna do a little bit more. A bunch of seasoning, cumin, chili pepper, onion powder, oregano, garlic powder. I'm trying to think of what else I put on there. All kinds of stuff. And then I'm actually, let me set you down again. I'm gonna use that Stretch Fit rectangular lid, Stretch Fit lid, and I'm gonna put that on here. Remember, it's got this venting hole. So I'm gonna put this, so I can put this into the oven. I'm gonna bake these, and then I will either cut this up or shred it if it'll shred for me later. And we'll put it into our burritos. But look at that. It's got this little, oops, if I can get it out of there. So you can either have this in there if you're in the fridge covering things, or you can put it in here while you're baking so the lid doesn't pop off on you. So the chicken's ready to go. Let's get back to here because I'm starting to burn this stuff. I'm sweating up a storm. All right, so I'm gonna add my garlic and we're gonna just saute that for just a second. I wish you guys had smell-o-phone. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Smells phenomenal. All right, so we don't want raw garlic. While I'm stirring this, these little bowls are really cool. These are the 1 cup prep bowls. We have 2 cup and 3 cup as well. The 1 cup come in a set of 6. The 2 cup come in a set of 2. And then the 3 cup, I believe, are just on their own. All right, so now I'm gonna just go ahead and add in some chicken broth. And I'm gonna try to scrape up anything off the bottom of that just for the extra flavor. Anything that was stuck on the bottom of the pan. And I've got a little bit of water. I have oregano, a little bit of cayenne pepper, some bay leaves, some cumin, some salt. And this is going in for my refried beans. So good. All right. Told you I have a lot going on. We still got to make the sauce for the burritos to smother our burritos in. Okay, so all I'm doing is stirring that up. I'm gonna duck in my beans that I didn't have to soak overnight. It's just dried pinto beans. That's what I love about this quick cooker, is because I am really bad about forgetting to either soak beans or get meat out the night before to thaw, or a couple days before to thaw. All right, give that a quick stir. I'm gonna pop the lid on, and I'm going to cancel my sear function, and I'm gonna change it to, there is an actual bean setting, and we will set the time for 30 minutes and start. And so in 30 minutes, we will have refried beans that I can actually just use my immersion blender to blend that up. So those will be yummy. The other thing I used tonight, again, is my adjustable measuring spoon set. These are phenomenal. Teaspoon, tablespoon. You only have 2 spoons in your drawer. So this is a great space saver, and they're just super handy. So that's it for that. We talked about the can opener. I think, oh, let me show you just a couple things over here before I let you go. All right, so I've got my non-stick stainless steel skillet, which these are phenomenal. I don't know if you can see in here, but they have a honeycomb design in them with the stainless steel. So you get the sear of stainless steel without the mess of it because it's got the non-stick coating as well. So these are my favorite pans ever. They come with lids. We have a 10-inch and a 12-inch. I've got some butter and olive oil going in here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add in some flour. This I'm making my little sauce for. You can see I use my 1-cup prep bowls all the time. I will get stuff ready in the morning. So especially like during the summer when we're outside a lot, that way when it's time to cook dinner, I can just pull things out of the fridge and basically dump things in to make dinner. It makes life so much easier. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cook this roux for about, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes just to get the raw taste out of it. And then I'm gonna add in some warm chicken broth. I've got my seasonings ready to go in this dish. And again, it's like salt, pepper, cumin. And then I have some diced green chilies, some freshly shredded cheddar cheese, and the Measure All cup. I've got my sour cream where I can just smush it right out of there. I love this cup. Remember, it's two-sided, so you've got dry ingredients and wet ingredients in the bottom. This was another cute little tool you haven't seen yet. It's the 1/4 cup measuring cup. Cute little glass one. And it sits flat, but the lines are here, so you don't have to like be looking down to see where the line is, where you filled to. So that's pretty neat. But I think that, oh, one last thing. Let me show you the herb keeper too, because I did use cilantro in my salsa, but I will probably cut some up to top the burritos with, and then I'll have some left over. This herb keeper works great. It's got 2 sections. You got the green one in here, and then there also is the bottom part. You can add water for herbs that need to have some water in there to keep them nice and fresh. And it fits nicely into the door of your refrigerator, so this works really good too. And then the last thing would be the silicone wire whisk, coated whisk, which I use all the time when I'm making soups like roux, or anytime I'm stirring something in my pans. Our pans are metal utensil safe, but I'm just one that I prefer not to use the metal, and I like the silicone whisk if I don't have to. So I think that's it. Well, I hope you're all having a great day. I was talking really fast and had a lot to show you tonight, but I hope you have a great evening and you have a yummy supper. We'll talk to you later. Bye.